G'day team, hope you're well. Today I want to talk to you about really the importance of looking for the best in everyone. You know, there's a couple of things I want to explore with you in today's training, which is around, I think as a society, or I think as a civilization, we're kind of taught to assume the worst in people, or assume that people are out to get us, or assume that people aren't considerate of us or our time, our attention, our efforts, and we kind of walk around in this life quite skeptical of other people and their motives and that sort of thing. And I think, I've had a couple of examples or experiences in the last really 24 hours that's shown me just how much this shows up in me. And not in like just watching the brain and watching the mind kind of go to this default, oh, what's the game they're playing, or what are they at? Or I just assume that they're negative or dodgy, or their intentions aren't great. And then when you get to the bottom of kind of what's going on, their intentions are pure, their intentions are great, they are like doing the very best that they can. And I think we would do well as a society, and I want to sort of turn this into a training around team and clients and that sort of thing. But I think as a higher level teaching, we would do well as a society to kind of stop walking around so skeptical of other people, and just recognize that everyone is so busy at the moment, and everyone's got their own stuff going on. And if someone misses a meeting or talks to you a bit curtly, or you know comes across a bit different or dodgy or something like that, like, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And like, sure, there's boundaries to be set here. If someone clearly is taking advantage of you, or if you've got a client that's clearly taking the piss, or a team member that's clearly, three or four times that, these people are kind of repeat offenders, that's very, very different. And that's about setting boundaries, and that's about having hard conversations and valuing your time and your attention and your, where your efforts get focused. But I think as a society, we walk around with this chip on our shoulder about other people are just kind of out to get us, or they're only looking out for themselves. And I think it really does us a disservice in terms of um, developing greater levels of connection with our clients, and greater levels of connection with our team and just people around us in general. If we were to shift our perspective away from these people are out to get me, or this person's only looking out for themselves, or this person has not the best intentions, if we can shift that to, I'm here to look for the best in everyone. And okay, you're late for a meeting, or it would have been great if you gave me more than 1 minute's notice for canceling something, or Mr. and Mrs. Client, like, we're already so busy and you've just dumped all this extra work on us, or you've just changed the deadline last minute. Like, sure, it'd be great if people could be more courteous. But I think if we walk through life constantly with this chip on our shoulder, looking at life and people through the lens of they're out to get me, or they're not being considerate, just turns us into uh, grumpy people and skeptical people. Whereas I think there's a way better or much different way of living, which is looking for the best in everyone. Like I said before, everyone recognizing that everyone is busy, everyone has their own pressures, everyone's got a lot of stuff going on up here, and a lot of it might not be positive. Like, people have got their own pressures at home, or frustrations that they're dealing with, or their own psychology that they're trying to navigate. And us coming over the top and just being that sort of negative, skeptical person doesn't help. I think if we can recognize that people are doing the best that they can, and trying to assist them on that journey as opposed to being a hindrance, it'll go such a long way to deepening relationships with clients, being accommodating to when clients change their minds. What and being curious too, like, instead of like, oh, would have been great to get more notice, or would have been great for you to um, not have missed that meeting. It's like coming at it from a different lens, which is everything okay? Like, that's not like you. Or do you need help with something? Is there something going on in your world that I might be able to help with? It's such a different viewpoint and such a different way of approaching our interactions with people. And I think it just makes us a better person as well. Like, we don't go through life with this kind of hardened exterior, expecting the next person to come along to have a go at us or to do something negative to us. We're actually going through life with this kind of open mindset, this open curiosity, and this willingness to kind of connect and engage with our fellow human beings instead of being closed off to opportunities. So I think if you can kind of, I just wanted to share that. Like, it's something that I'm noticing a lot in our industry. Everyone's so busy and everyone's getting quite curt and short with each other and just assuming that everyone's out to get them and that they're, just, oh, I'm just waiting for this client to come back to me with this thing, and I'm just waiting for this team member, to do this, that, and the other thing. If we can flip that to being a bit curious about their world and, can I help you with something? That's not like you. Is there something that I can do for you to help make your situation better? You become a connector of people and become known as someone that's quite open and empathetic, as opposed to closed down and shut off to the world. Obviously, I caveat that with, if there's, like I said, repeat offenders or people that that continually take the mickey out of you or continually um, are abusing your relationship, that's very different. You've got to set boundaries then, and you've got to stand up for yourself and stand up for, uh, your time, effort, and attention. So, but that doesn't happen very often. And so I think if we can just shift our viewpoint or shift our mindset to look for the best in everyone, it's going to make our days, weeks, months, and years just so much more enriched and fulfilling, because we're looking for the best in people, not waiting for someone to have a go at us. So I hope this helps. Bit of a different flavor from me today. If you'd like to keep doing this journey on your own, obviously I have heaps of free resources for you to keep building your business on your own. The podcast, the YouTube channel, the website, you name it, it's kind of there. But if you'd like some help building an amazing business, I'd love to help. I'd love to invite you to join our boardroom coaching program. So if that's you, you're a business owner in the engineering industry, and you'd like some help building your business, just send me a message with the word boardroom. Let's have a chat about how I can help you build your business faster. Have an amazing day.